Luxury cars often use higher quality interior materials and have features that aren't available on lower priced models. Engines, transmissions, sound systems, telematics, safety features, and are packed with more amenities. They also may have more sound insulation, high-quality body parts, and aluminum or carbon fiber components instead of steel. Let's check out 7 ways on how luxury cars are made. Number 7. Prestige. Boxer Floyd Mayweather had jaws dropping when he rolled around Las Vegas in a Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita before his fight with Andre Berto. Few status symbols trump this one. The car has a $4.8 million price tag. Oh, and the Swedish company has only made 2 of them. Luxury cars, including more accessible ones like BMW and Mercedes-Benz, signify much more than quality. They reflect the notion that driving a car with all the bells and whistles signifies wealth, especially since even the entry-level models of BMW and Mercedes are well out of reach for the average American to purchase outright, though leasing has become an affordable option for the image-conscious consumer. Prestige translates to resale value, too. A 5-year-old Audi will fetch a higher price than a 5-year-old Volkswagen in identical condition. Warranties on luxury cars sometimes are longer than those for lesser brands from the same manufacturer, and owners may be entitled to more concierge services such as vehicle pickup and delivery for routine maintenance or warranty repairs. There is no minimum price for a vehicle to be defined as a luxury car, but all except a handful of current offerings from the widely recognized luxury brands start at more than $35,000. Once options are tacked on, there won't be many vehicles that roll out of luxury brand showrooms for less than $40,000. Number 6. Raw materials. Although the bulk of an automobile is virgin steel, petroleum-based products, plastic and vinyls, have come to represent an increasingly large percentage of automotive components. The lightweight materials derived from petroleum have helped to lighten some models by as much as 30%. As the price of fossil fuels continue to rise, the preference for lighter, more fuel-efficient vehicles will become more pronounced. A large number of component parts go into assembling an automobile. Beyond the basic building blocks, engines, and transmissions, there are the interior parts such as instrument panels, seats, and HVAC systems, along with the necessary wiring to tie everything together. Over the years, the materials used to make these parts have changed somewhat, but the bulk of what goes into a car remains largely the same. Number 5. Design. The fascination with the premium brand luxury car designs comes from an utmost understanding of quality, attention to detail, and an incomparable customer experience. Introducing a new model of automobile generally takes 3 to 5 years from inception to assembly. Ideas for new models are developed to respond to unmet public needs and preferences. Trying to predict what the public will want to drive in 5 years is no small feat. Yet, automobile companies have successfully designed automobiles that fit public taste. With the help of computer-aided design equipment, designers develop basic concept drawings that help them visualize the proposed vehicle's appearance. Based on this simulation, they then construct clay models that can be studied by styling experts familiar with what the public is likely to accept. Aerodynamic engineers also review the models, studying airflow parameters and doing feasibility studies on crash tests. Only after all models have been reviewed and accepted are tool designers permitted to begin building the tools that will manufacture the component parts of the new model. Number 4. Parts and production. Speaking of bells and whistles, luxury cars have superior parts and features compared to their standard counterparts. To take it to an extreme, the Ferrari 458 Italia sports an impressive 562 horsepower dry-sump flat-crank V8 engine. Crafted from aluminum, it's built like a Formula One race car, but with a hand-stitched leather interior and diamond carbon-coated tappets among its virtues. It just requires $225,325 to drive it off the lot. Obviously, if you only want to get from point A to point B, a 2015 Honda Civic that starts at $18,290 will get the job done. And it won't cost you an arm and a leg when you need a new muffler. A lot of people believe that luxury cars cost more than regular cars because of their superior quality parts. They're bigger and better options because they're made from more expensive materials, etc. This is only partially correct. A natural leather seat cover, for example, does cost more than one made from cloth or vinyl, but it's not as if the cost difference is extraordinary. Same goes for luxury features like heated seats and steering wheels, all-glass roofs, etc. The incremental cost of luxury features helps to explain why manufacturers will offer them on economy cars. Honda offers leather interior and navigation on their entry-level Fit, for example, because doing so is very profitable. Every customer who pays an additional $3,000 for the Fit EXL increases Honda's overall profits on the model, as at least half of that premium is pure profit. The main reason that something like a Range Rover or SL500 costs so much is production volume. Cars are incredibly expensive to design and develop. Automakers frequently spend hundreds of millions of dollars, sometimes billions, designing and developing vehicles from the ground up. Then, on top of the high design and development cost, there's also the matter of tooling and configuring a manufacturing plant, training the assembly line workers, updating the robotics that manage various parts of the assembly process, etc. Toyota, for example, spent over $2 billion developing their Tundra pickup truck, at least if you count the cost of the factory they built for the truck in San Antonio. These costs have to be amortized across every vehicle sold. As a result, a limited production vehicle absolutely must cost more than a mass-produced vehicle. If you take $1 billion in product development costs, for example, and spread that across the vehicle model that sells about 10,000 units a year for 5 years, you're looking at $20,000 per car just to break even, ignoring the time value of money and ROI expectations set by the automaker. Not to mention, you still have to actually buy all the parts and put them together in a factory. You're $20,000 in the hole before you even think about starting to build the car. And that assumes you're going to hit your sales projections, which is never guaranteed. Summing up, the math is pretty simple once you understand the facts. Basically, luxury cars are more expensive because you're paying for exclusivity. The more exclusive the car, fewer models sold, the more the automaker has to charge each buyer for their design, development, and assembly costs. Number 3. Safety. Luxury cars are traditionally the safest vehicles on the road. Not only are they engineered to be eminently crash-worthy, but they typically offer advanced safety and driver assist systems as well. But as is the case with other vehicle classes, some luxury branded vehicles are rated more highly than others for safety. Luxury cars traditionally outperform their standard counterparts on crash tests. In fact, a staggering 71% of 2009 vehicles containing traction control, standard stability control, side front airbags, anti-lock brake systems, and curtain airbags ran at least $30,000 according to Consumer Reports via Forbes. Number 2. Horsepower. When NBA star Tariq Evans was pulled over by police after jetting 120 miles per hour down California freeway 5 years ago, it's safe to say he wasn't doing it in a Toyota Corolla. It was a Mercedes-Benz S550. According to Consumer Reports, only 6 out of the 353 models that they reviewed with at least 300 horsepower had a price tag of under $30,000. Meanwhile, a Mercedes E63 AMG, which Auto Cheat Sheet hails as the world's fastest luxury car, edged the Porsche Panamera Turbo S as it sports a 5.5-liter turbo V8 engine that can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.5 seconds. Oh, and it only sets you back $102,625. Number 1. Quality control. All of the components that go into the automobile are produced at other sites. This means the thousands of component pieces that comprise the car must be manufactured, tested, packaged, and shipped to the assembly plants. Often on the same day they will be used. This requires no small amount of planning. To accomplish it, most automobile manufacturers require outside parts vendors who subject their component parts to rigorous testing and inspection audits similar to those used by the assembly plants. In this way, the assembly plants can anticipate that the products arriving at their receiving docks are Statistical Process Control (SPC) approved and free from defects. Once the component parts of the automobile begin to be assembled at the automotive factory, production control specialists can follow the progress of each embryonic automobile by means of its Vehicle Identification Number (VIN), assigned at the start of the production line. Do let us know in the comments which one is your dream luxury car. Please subscribe to The Luxury World. Thanks for watching.